Hi, I'm Aaron. There are three things that you need to know about climate and sustainable design. Number one is macroclimate. And that's a regional climate that you're in. Climate zone 5, climate zone 3, climate zone 1, climate zone 9. They all have different characteristics. You need to know how hot does it get in the summer? How cold does it get in the winter? What are the prevailing winds in this region? What's the sun path like? What are the mountains like? Number two is the microclimate. This is your project specifically. Where's your project located? Is it on a hill? Is it at the top of a hill? Is it on the bottom of a valley? What kind of bodies of water are near? That's going to really influence the temperature and the humidity and the type of breezes that you're going to get. What kind of shading and vegetation is around your specific project? Is it something that's going to obscure a sun path? Is it going to obscure the prevailing winds? What kind of materials are on site? What's the soil composition? Oddly enough, that can have a huge effect on the absorption of energy into the soil. If you live around a whole bunch of rock, in the summertime, that rock is going to slowly absorb that heat from the sun, but it's also going to slowly radiate that heat from the sun. So that's a very important aspect of the microclimate, is the soil and the materials around the project. Is there a lot of vegetation around the project, or is there a lot of hardscape? Hardscape, as I mentioned earlier, can absorb heat very slowly from the sun, but also radiate heat very slowly back. If you've ever walked on a street long after the sun's gone down, when the sun's been beating on that street all day, you know that the street's still going to be warm. And that can affect the efficiency, that can affect the microclimate of your project. Number three is humidity. Humans feel humidity. It's very different from a dry bulb temperature. Dry bulb temperature we see as a number on the thermometer. But if you've ever been in a coastal area, say San Francisco or Seattle, you know what humidity feels like. I can remember being in San Francisco in the middle of summer in shorts and a t-shirt and being freezing cold as the fog and the moisture rolled in off the ocean. So it's an important aspect for us to think about as we're constructing and designing our buildings. How are we able to manage the humidity within the building itself? It's very, very important for thermal comfort. We'll talk about thermal comfort in another video later on. So those are three things that you need to know about climate and sustainable design. The first is macroclimate, the regional climate. How hot is it in the summer? How cold is it in the winter? What are the diurnal annual temperature swings? The second is your microclimate around your project. Any shading, hardscape, vegetation. The third is humidity, understanding how humidity affects humans, how we can manage it within our buildings, and how to keep our occupants more thermally comfortable. I hope these three things gave you a little more insight in the principles of sustainable design. I don't do any social media marketing, so if you've enjoyed this content, please pass it along to someone you think might enjoy it too. And if you want to work with me or submit a question for my FAQ videos, please visit albatrossdesigndraft.com. Be well.